Hello students, welcome to online computer class of class 7. Today we are going to discuss about chapter 1 named computer hardware. What is computer hardware? The physical electronic component of computer are known as computer hardware. Computer hardware can be divided into two categories: internal hardware and external hardware. Internal hardware Internal hardware consists of components that are inside the computer cabinet box. The internal hardware are motherboard, memory, CPU, secondary storage, disk drives, SMPS. The internal hardware will be discussed one by one. First, motherboard. The motherboard is a primary circuit board that holds all the computer components together. Computer components, including the CPU, RAM, power supply, and hard disk drive, are plugged into the motherboard. This allows the separate component to interact with each other to create a fully functional machine. Then, memory. Memory is that area of a computer where all the data and instructions are stored. There are two types of memories: RAM and ROM. Now we will discuss about RAM. Random access memory stores the information temporarily. The information stored in RAM is lost when a computer is turned off. Therefore, it is called volatile memory. Data within RAM can be read and modified. So it is also called read or write memory. Then ROM will be discussed. Read-only memory holds information that is needed for starting a computer. Information stored in ROM is not lost if the computer is switched off. Hence, ROM is non-volatile memory. Data within ROM can only be read and not modified, so it is also called a read-only memory. Then, CPU. CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. Central Processing Unit is an important part of a computer system. When we enter data into the computer, the CPU processes it and gives the output. The CPU is called the brain of the computer. The monitor, keyboard, mouse, and printer are connected to the cabinet box through cables. CPU consists of three major parts. First, ALU. ALU stands for Arithmetic Logic Unit. This part performs all the calculations and comparisons in a computer. Second part is Control Unit. This part controls all the operation of the computer. Third part is Memory Unit. It stores the data and instruction for future use. Then secondary storage devices will be discussed. It is an external device. It is used to store the information for longer period. It is needed because the primary memory of a computer is sufficient to store large of data. The secondary storage are HDD. HDD means hard disk drive, and SDD. Then disk drives. Disk drive, floppy drives. Floppy disk is used for storing smaller size of data. It is a flexible disk of diameter 3.5 inch made of plastic coating with a magnetic material. CD drives. CD stands for compact disc. CD can hold text, graphics, sound, image, and videos. CD can be used for making backups of data and software. CD can store up to 750 megabyte of data. DVD. DVD stands for digital video disc. DVD is similar to a CD in shape and size but can store a huge amount of information. Then SMPS. SMPS stands for switch mode power supply. Then the external hardware will be discussed. External hardware consists of components that are connected to the internal hardware via ports. The external hardware are monitor, keyboard, mouse, scanner, printer, modem, pen drive, etc. First, we will discuss about monitor. The most common output device is monitor. It looks like a TV and has a screen to display the information. There are three types of monitor: LCD. LCD means liquid crystal display. LED, light emitting diode. CRT, cathode ray tube. This is the oldest type of monitor. Then keyboard will be discussed. A keyboard looks like a typewriter and is used to give information to the computer. Whatever is typed on the keyboard is seen on the monitor. It has different keys. We press different keys to type data and give comments to the computer. Then mouse. The mouse is used to point at and choose from the things displayed on the monitor. This can be done by clicking or double clicking the left mouse button. Then scanner. It reads text and pictures from the page directly and changes them into a form that a computer can understand. Then printer. Printer is an important part of a computer. It produces the output on a paper. The most commonly used printers are dot matrix printer, inkjet printer, laser printer, etc. Then modem. Modem stands for modulator and demodulator. It is used to connect a computer with the internet for internet connection. Then pen drive will be discussed. Pen drive is a lightweight portable device. It is a plug and play device used for copying and moving data from one computer to another. A flash disk can store 1 gigabyte, 2 gigabyte, 4 gigabyte, 8 gigabyte, 16 gigabyte, etc. of data. It is also referred to as USB drive or flash drive. Then ports will be discussed. What is ports? The ports are interface points that allow external hardware to connect with the internal hardware of the computer. The ports are VGA ports, PS2 port, DVI port, audio port, HDMI port, and Ethernet port. The ports will be discussed one by one. First, VGA port. Video Graphics Array port is used to connect a monitor to the computer system. It has 15 pins. Then PS2 port. It is a 6-pin mini DIN connector for used connecting keyboard and mice to a compatible computer system. Then DVI port. The digital visual interface port is a video display interface developed by the Digital Display Working Group. The digital interface is used to connect a display device such as monitor. Then audio port. These ports are used to connect audio peripherals like microphone or speaker with computer system. Then HDMI port. High definition multimedia interface is used to connect monitor or other display device with computer system. Then Ethernet port. This port is used to connect Ethernet cable between a computer system and a modem. Okay students, you follow this video for chapter 1 as well as follow your textbook. Thank you.